friends at home.
I was listening to that bumper music. I thought, wow, what am I going to get, a sauna now or what? I mean, what is that? All right, now we're not going to get a sauna right now. You know what we're going to get? The Skinny from Times 24/7 editor, Katherine Timpf, who always is in the studio with a big, long list of stuff.
Yep.
So without further ado.
Yeah, well, there's obviously a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, everything in the Middle East, and our fearless leaders, of course, you know, on Letterman, and also did a fundraiser last night with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, by the way, which the press couldn't get into.
The press couldn't get into, and there were no photos, but it was confirmed that he spoke next to a custom-designed tower of $800 per bottle champagne.
Really?
A tower of 350 bottles of $800 champagne.
All right. Did they actually open those bottles of champagne,
probably.
or was that just a prop?
I mean, probably. I mean, I hope they did. It's a waste of money if they're. I mean, just like that vision is just so off.
Well, that's probably why
there was no photos.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? I keep thinking, where's Jimmy Carter IV when you really need him?
Right.
I mean, wouldn't you like to have a little video of that, or maybe just some still photographs?
Yeah, to see him speaking next to a tower of expensive champagne, talking about how Jay-Z really gets him.
That's right.
I mean, okay, well, wait, you're trying to connect with the middle class, and then you're going and doing fundraisers with celebrities next to champagne towers. And nobody cares. No one says anything.
And it's all one percenters.
Of course.
Supposedly the people that are all going to vote for Romney.
Oh, of course.
Not. What else?
Meanwhile, the median income has fallen below the levels of the Great Recession.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You mean per capita?
Yep. It's fallen below the median income. Yep. Below the levels it was in 2009. The Great Recession.
Wow, so we're not better off than we were in 1938.
We are actually not, or no, there were Great Recession in 2009, not Depression.
Oh, the Great Recession.
Yeah, but we're not better off in 4 years. You know, in terms of income, people just aren't. And we got, you know, he went on Letterman, he's saying people don't feel entitled. And we have that video on our website, that flashback where that lady was all excited because Obama was elected. And
was
now
that the woman who thought Obama was going to pay for her mortgage?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't have to worry about paying my mortgage because Obama's the president. It reminds me of that South Park episode when everyone was partying after he was elected.
Right. And you know, the Obama girl is not going to do another ad for him this time.
No, the Obama girl's apparently not better off.
Yeah. She's not become a Romney girl, but she's no longer an Obama girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, a Michigan official estimates that there are 4,000 non-citizens on the voter rolls.
In
the
Michigan?
State of Michigan. 4,000.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and you know, in close states like that, the Midwest is a highly contested area. A lot of Ohio and Michigan, and it is non-citizens. Of course, they're obviously never going to vote for Romney.
Well, non-citizens shouldn't be voting at all, Katherine.
Right. Obviously, but nobody seems too concerned about that. How dare anyone suggest that we make people show an identification to vote? You know, it's clearly a problem. It clearly is, but it seems like they're able to register and vote. And
well, it really, you know what it comes down to? It comes down to who's controlling a job that we never paid any attention to before this became a real issue, and that's the state Secretary of State, because normally they're in charge of elections, and they are the ones. I mean, the Secretary of State of Minnesota, whose name I do not recall, is essentially the guy that elected Al Franken, and who knows how many of those votes were legitimate that put him over the top.
Who knows?
Coleman.
Exactly. Right. Let's see. Well, this is kind of the Arab League chief said that the League and the organization of the Islamic Conference, the European Union, and the African Union are really close to making an international agreement to penalize blasphemy and insults to religious figures.
All right, now I'll tell you what this is, and I didn't know the Arab League, but I'm not surprised. This is Resolution 1618 in the United Nations. It is being put forward by the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. We talked about this for the last couple of days on the show, and Michelle Bachmann did a huge piece on this over the weekend. But essentially what you're doing, and you're absolutely right, they're going to make blasphemy a crime. Now, we have hate crimes in this country, but we don't have hate speech laws.
Yeah, right.
But what they want is what they've got now, obviously, in the Middle East, and now, unfortunately, in Europe. This is why journalists have gone to jail.
Yeah.
Got time for one more.
Well, a businessman in Pakistan, actually, he's been accused of blasphemy for not protesting this film.
Oh, really?
For not protesting.
So by keeping his silence,
by keeping his silence, and obviously this is serious. Blasphemy is punishable by life in prison.
Oh, I know.
Or they're just going to whack his head off.
Yeah.
So,
but how did they single him out? I mean, there's got to be more than one Pakistani.
Because hundreds of people were protesting, and he didn't. He neglected. He refused to. He said, "I don't know. I don't want to protest."
Wow.
And he was kind of advocating, no, I don't want to do this. I don't think this is good. And that's blasphemy. Wow. To not protest, you have to not like all the same YouTube videos as everyone else likes, or you get your head lopped off.
All right. Well.
So.
Be careful, because we need you back here tomorrow, okay? All right, we're going to be back with Ed Kelly in just a moment. Keep it right here.